Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Life Lessons card of the Green Man. And when thinking about this card today, a lot of things popped out for me. It seems like over the last 4 or 5 days, we've gotten into this masculine energy. That's what I'm going to call it, because if you have the Nine of Bows, the woodwoes come out. With the respect, you got the King of Bows and the Adder, which to me is a male. And you've also got the Shaman and the gentleman holding the two of bows, the decision. And, the Green Man is representative of the flourishing heart and, that male aspect of nature. Now, one of the things that, as I was looking at this, is just like the Shaman, he has all of the elements at his disposal. Okay, right off the bat, he's got the fire energy cooking up that cauldron, right? And the cauldron is the creative energy and the stability, for that throne of kingship that he has. Okay, now in the cauldron itself, you see this man holding, I don't know, maybe you can see it or not. All right, he's holding a snake's head as well as a rattle. And what that reminds me of is the Green Man in the Seven of Stones in Healing, where he's sitting at the stones and he's got his arms up. Okay, so this passionate energy that he had, that it comes out in this card through the fire, is heating up the healing that you're going through, healing the masculine energy of what's going on. In your life. And, we each have masculine and feminine energy in us. And then the other thing that caught my attention was the bird, okay, that's sitting right here on the side of the cauldron. And it's part of the cauldron, all right? It might be a handle, it might be something else. And that kind of reminded me of the hawk, which is, the Knight of Arrows. And that's quick, swift, fast energy. And then in the background of that hawk, or on the other side over here, you've got the Five of Bows in empowerment. Or I think it's the Five of Arrows empowerment. Anyways, it's an empowering energy. So the Green Man is coming through as, that empowerment to continue on that quest. That empowerment and passion to heal your spiritual practice, your spiritual resurgence, your spiritual path as you're moving forward. And, in his hands, the Green Man has the Horn of Plenty as well as the Spear of Power. And both of those are symbols of the Green Man to hand to whoever's walking through his forest so they have that mantle of kingship. So they can defend their land, so they can defend themselves against the challenges and the obstacles that are coming along. And none of this would have appeared if it wasn't for the woodwoes coming out and giving you that respect look, right? As he kind of surveyed that scene of you yesterday, he's letting he let the Green Man know that you're ready. You're ready to take on this part of your journey, all right? And use that as an aspect of taking on those challenges and respecting the natural world as you're moving forward on your spiritual path. So, the Green Man really protects everybody that's in that forest, but he doesn't do it alone. He's got other protectors, such as yourself, walking through the forest to make sure everything's being taken care of, making sure, everything is alive and flourishing, just as you are on your spiritual path. All right, and he's with everybody on their spiritual path, just as the Shaman is. Okay, just as the King of Bows, who's sitting there rattling, his tail, letting you know, hey, everything's good. Okay, that it's okay to take on that challenge, take on that leadership role. Okay. And, with that, taking on that leadership role, you can have that big, generous heart through the Wildwood Forest, to help with the plants, to help with the nourishing, to help with, those that are on their journey as well, on their spiritual path. Using the power of influence, using that horn of plenty to give them the nourishment, which is, the water, the emotions in this cup, in this cauldron. So the green man has all of the, the elements to help you along your path, but also giving you the opportunity and the knowledge and the wisdom of helping others on their path. All right. And, with that, he bestows that creative, fertile energy that, as you walk down your path, you may look behind you. What was barren is now thriving with grass and flowers. When you're looking forward and you're seeing dead trees when you pass, all right, now those trees are flourishing. They have their leaves. Okay, because everything has a time and a season. And it's just like for you as well, that once you accept the bounty that he has and embrace it in your heart and you feel empowered, not that everything comes up roses, but everything's easier. Everything's got a different light to it. All right. For those that have read the Celestine Prophecy, one of the insights on that is discerning the energy patterns on which way to go. And with the green man in your life, you can look left or you can look right on your decisions. And one's going to be brighter than the other, whether through flowers or trees, or, you just have that gut feeling and you're able to discern the message that, hey, I'm going to make a decision to go this way. And you do. And once you do, things start flowing easily. Things start flowing, naturally. And as you're walking down your path, as you're looking at your spiritual walk, you see the things that begin anew. You see things that are thriving, the projects that could get you that advancement, the communication patterns in your relationships that, you have happy, good conversations. It's not always this arguing about money or time or space. It's working with each other to create that loving relationship, the give and take between two, and just understanding that, it's a new way of living in the world. It doesn't always have to be that bang your head and challenge and, having your ego drive you to, you need to be number one. You are number one on your spiritual path. You take care of yourself on your spiritual path. You can help take care of others by giving them that knowledge and that wisdom. And when you do that, when you see the light in others and you can feed those fires, you open up their own cauldron of healing. So this really is an inward journey here that we've been talking about for the last, 6 or 7 days. An inward journey for yourself, a healing, an inward journey of looking within and removing the negative and replacing it with positive and being more in the flow of what the universe has for you, what spirit has for you. And when you can do that, everything becomes better. Your work environment, your relationships, again, like I said, that new way of living within the world. You go easily with the challenges and the obstacles, all right? You accept the criticisms. You accept, the falsehoods of, now we shouldn't say falsehoods of what's out there, but you accept of what's going on, with that, and you just kind of brush it off. You just say, you know what? I'm not letting that negativity, that gossip, that low vibrational energy get to me to make me angry, get to me to make me mad. Because you want to continue to live in that vibration of love, joy, and happiness. And when you do so, everything becomes more free. And you heal yourself within that. You heal yourself from heartbreak. You heal yourself from disappointment, right? Tomorrow's another day. Not to say that, those things won't come back into your thought process. But every day gets better and better and better, easier and easier and easier. Because you've taken up that mantle of kingship. You've been empowered, all right, to release the negative and embrace the positive. So that's what the green man's representing, for me today to, discern that message to you out of the Wildwood Tarot deck. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share with others, and give me a thumbs up. And this is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless.